Imagine this. A group openly advocates for adults to have sexual relationships with children. They say it's about love and consent. This isn't a nightmare. This was the Martijn Association. For years, they operated legally in the Netherlands. They claimed to be a pedophile support group, but their true goal? To normalize pedophilia, to make it acceptable. They believed age of consent laws were wrong. They fought to lower, even eliminate them. This is the terrifying reality we must confront. The thought of children being targeted and abused is unbearable. It sends chills down your spine. It makes you angry. That's why we must understand the Martijn Association. We must expose their tactics and the danger they posed. By understanding, we can prevent such groups from ever gaining a foothold again. The Martijn Association was founded in 1982. Its founder, Berg, was a convicted pedophile. He claimed the group was about supporting pedophiles. He said it would prevent child sexual abuse. He argued that open discussion would make it less likely for individuals to act on their desires. But this was a smokescreen, a dangerous lie. The group's true purpose was clear. They published articles and books. They held meetings and rallies. Their message, pedophilia is normal. Children are sexual beings. They even produced and distributed materials depicting child sexual abuse. They disguised it as art and free speech. But it was criminal and abhorrent. How could this happen? How could a group like this operate legally? The answer is complex. The Netherlands had, and still has, a strong tradition of free speech. Tolerance is a cornerstone of their society. But this tolerance was exploited. The Martijn Association hid behind these freedoms. They used them as a shield to protect their vile agenda. Dutch law at the time didn't specifically outlaw organizations that promoted pedophilia. The Martijn Association hadn't committed any direct acts of abuse, or so they claimed. They operated in a gray area. They exploited this legal loophole. They were a danger hiding in plain sight. Section 4. Public outcry and legal battles, the fight for justice. For years, the Martijn Association operated with impunity, but their actions didn't go unnoticed. Public outrage grew. People demanded action. Finally, the Dutch government took notice. Prosecutors began building a case against the group. The legal battles were long and difficult. The Martijn Association fought back. They used every legal trick in the book. They argued for their right to free speech. They claimed they were being persecuted, but the evidence against them was overwhelming. Finally, in 2014, justice prevailed. The Dutch Supreme Court ruled that the Martijn Association was a threat to public order and banned the organization. Section 5. Scars on society, the lasting impact. The Martijn Association may be gone, but its legacy of harm remains. Their existence normalized pedophilia for some. It made it seem like a legitimate topic for debate. This is unacceptable. We must fight against any attempt to normalize or justify child sexual abuse. The case of the Martijn Association serves as a stark reminder. We must remain vigilant. We must protect our children. Legal loopholes that allow such groups to exist must be closed. Education and awareness are crucial. We must teach children about online safety. We must encourage them to speak up if they feel threatened. Section 6. A never-ending battle protecting our future. The fight against child sexual abuse is far from over. The internet has become a breeding ground for predators. Online platforms are used to share child sexual abuse material. They are used to groom and exploit children. We need stronger laws. We need better enforcement. We need tech companies to take responsibility. We must never let down our guard. The safety of our children depends on it. We must work together. Parents, educators, law enforcement, and policymakers must unite. We must create a world where children are safe. A world where organizations like the Martijn Association can never exist. The battle may be ongoing, but the goal is clear: to protect our children and ensure their future.